I'm Dan O'Sullivan. I teach here at ITP NYU. This place has been around for 40 years, looking at the potential of applying technology in the arts and humanities. The thing I'd like to talk about is how important getting more education to more people is. And that, that seems like an obvious thing. More knowledge has, staved off catastrophe in the past and will in the future, and lack of education maps to all sorts of bad things like helplessness and poverty, and education leads to all sorts of good things like meaningful work and sustained relationships. So the key is, how do we make education less expensive and more interesting? So, I sit here at at NYU, a typically expensive university, and we really work hard to get scholarships to our students, and that helps diversify who gets educated. And but it doesn't change the proportions of society that get educated. For that, we have to make it cheaper, and I just have to get more productive. That's the word. Historically, it's been technology that has made people more productive. Weirdly, technology has, education alone, maybe also healthcare, has made it more expensive. So the huge increases in tuition have come at the same time as the internet and computers have been introduced into society. So, but I think the lack of productivity gains are from a misunderstanding of the potential of computation and a misunderstanding of the process of education. So I think, the computers and the internet are about versions, not copies. They're about people being able to publish and remix and tell their stories. And education is not about putting knowledge in somebody's head through study. It's about allowing them to create knowledge, or at least rediscover knowledge through research. So what we're working on is, beyond flipping the classroom, we'd like to flip the syllabus. So what happens is the student starts with their final project at the beginning of the syllabus, and a just-in-time syllabus is created to work backwards from what their project is. Think of Trinity in the movie The Matrix, when she has to learn to fly a helicopter and it gets downloaded into her brain. And actually I think there's going to be a lot of kind of machine learning envy in the education world. It's kind of stunning how any machine that learns anything can pass it on to any other machine by just giving it the model in milliseconds. I'm not that worried. I think actually when the robots take over, education will be one of the main pastimes, because it's so enjoyable. But for the near term, I think professors will be creating this just-in-time syllabus by remixing different modules that they find on the internet, videos and books, chapters of books and tutorials and things. And but the product, even though professors are kind of still hand doing it for now, the productivity will come in reusing those modules. And the key is for the professors to be mindful when those modules are proliferating across the internet. There's from MOOCs to Stack Overflow, everyone's making stuff open source available to people. But the key is for professors to be mindful when they're making it that it's going to be remixed, to make it the right chunk size, give it handles to be used in other people's software. And that's what we're doing, is we're creating software that these learning pathways through those modules. So the students will be rewarded for deviating from those modules and creating their own learning pathways. And there'll be software for finding intersections with other students. So the key thing is for us is creating software to share, to author those pathways through the module and to share those pathways through the module. But the key thing I think that we need to do is change our thinking that it is the journey through the pathway through the learning that is the important thing, and not owning any particular point on the path.